How we doing today, man? We got another one of these live trading videos. Kind of like they do them every Wednesday because you just never know what happens. So far, I think we are 0 and 2 on these days. I think I've lost both times I've tried to do one of these videos. So maybe it's bad luck. I don't know. But here we go. We're going to try and hit our trades today. And we're going to go. It's all-time highs. So I do want to showcase kind of my thought process during all-time highs when I'm trading. And yeah, I really like these live trades, like these sessions. You guys can see the whole session. I'll say everything I'm thinking, seeing, feeling, reacting to, and we have market open right here. So what's my first rule I want to say to you guys while we're still in the beginning of this video that people are going to maybe see? Look, man, this is all-time highs. Don't try and be a hero. Don't try and predict the top. Don't short this market. We are ripping to all-time highs. All-time highs are right up here to 22,869. That is not far away at all. We will be there this week or next week. This is 300 points. It will be there. So don't be a hero. Yes, we are overextended. Yes, this week we've had literally 2 or 3 down close 4-hour candles, and they were like the biggest down close candle was 22 points. Yes, we are overextended. This is a 1,000-point weekly candle. But again, don't try and be a hero. Why will the market probably keep going higher when we're approaching all-time highs? Is because the market wants to rip to all-time highs. The market historically goes up. That means higher chance that longs are in play than shorts. That's just how the market works. So when we are ripping, what's happening? People are buying. Wow, we're going to all-time highs. The market's moving. We're going up. Good. Buy. That's retail buying. Eventually, there will be a pullback. There will be a rebalance. There will be some sort of liquidity ran. But don't be the hero when we're going to all-time highs. Don't get in the way of this freight train. You will regret it. So what am I going to do? I'm only going to be really playing longs. I mean, I will play shorts if it's very, very, very clean. But again, I mean, look at the sentiment off open. Right here, just rips up off open. Let's look at the regular trading hours, right? We have a gap up. Who's surprised? Not me, right? We have a 100-point gap. So again, man, just you've got to keep in mind. And yesterday we just ripped straight up all day, right? Anyone that was trying to short, I was a little bit bearish bias coming into yesterday, but the bearish bias never played out. We made S&P at these lows and just continued higher. So again, I'm not going to try and be a hero. If the market does pull back, which I do want to see it pull back so I can get a long, but I'm only looking for the market to pull back to give me longs. I'm not looking for shorts. Again, if there's a very, very, very clean short that looks just irresistible, I will take a short. But that is not the case. So hopefully we get some good content today. And I will post this regardless if I get a trade or don't get a trade. I'll give my reasons for everything. We do have, unfortunately, your boy Powell today. I wish he would just, his mouth, right? Kind of aggravates me. This week's been a little bit chopped up. Missed out on Monday. Should have taken the trade Monday. We have this. The rest of the week should be pretty good if we don't get a trade today. So, not going to force anything. But yeah, man, again, I like making these videos. Quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video. I'm just kidding. I don't have one. But Apex and Alpha Futures. Please use your boy's code if you're going to buy an account. It helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. Just want to say that while we're still here, while nothing's going on the market, I think I don't think Alpha Futures is running no activation fee. If you pass your combine or eval, you don't have to pay an activation fee if you use the advanced plans for the rest of June. So you have about 5 days left to get that going. So yeah, that's the shameless plug of the day. But I do appreciate anyone and everyone that uses my code because it puts money in my pocket, man. And I hope you guys all pass your accounts if you use my code. Apparently, you have a higher chance if you use my code. That's what I heard. Word on the street. So let me just, we're not going to be just yapping the whole time. But hopefully we do get a trade, so we have some sort of content. I do like this push lower on ES and NQ right now. But we're starting to wick, right? Holding that gap. So ES is a little bit more bearish. We're about to reach into that 1-hour gap. So this blue box I have here is the 1-hour gap. So if I do my top-down analysis, what do I want to see? Well, I would love to see this liquidity get ran, pull back into this hourly gap, and then go higher. But again, this is a freight train, and it's only got one direction on the tracks, and I think that's higher. So I don't know. I don't think that we'll really get that that move lower. So I'm going to check. I'm pretty sure. Well, we did. Okay, that's something else I can do. We can put a quarter in the jar until we hit another 250 subscribers. This will be the 19th quarter, I believe, unless my math is atrocious. My 19th quarter in the jar. And this one is a... where's this one from? I don't know. Let's grab a different one. 250 subscribers. 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 We have a lot more subscribers to get, man. We have a lot of quarters to fill up. So let's get a lot more subscribers. Anyone that's new, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 5K before the end of summer. John Brown's Fort in West Virginia. That's the quarter we're going in. That represents 250 of you guys subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. We haven't put a quarter in a while. Things have slowed down a lot recently on the channel, but that's all cool. We'll be back. Another quarter. So we're starting to fill the bottom out. So I think, again, we should have 19 because 250, that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, minus 1. Yeah, we have 19 quarters now. So that is crazy. And now we got everything out of the way, and now we can just sit here and look for some trades, man. So first 5-minute closed bullish here on NQ and ES. And, yeah, first 5-minute closed bullish. We're ripping, right? So let's see what we get today. So far, nothing. So what's my, again, my top-down analysis on the market? What would I want to see? At least pull down to this hourly or run these lows, right? This is Asia low and London low. I would like to see that get ran and then go higher. But, again, I wouldn't expect us to get down there. I really don't. So it's kind of just you take what you get in these types of market conditions. It really is unfortunate to trade these. So if anyone is going to the Miami or Orlando game for the Club World Cup round of 16, I will be at both those games more than likely. I'm going to Madrid's game no matter what, but I might go to both if Manchester City plays in Orlando and Madrid don't. I'll be going to Orlando and the Miami game. So if anyone is going to that, maybe there's a chance. Who knows? But yeah, I'm excited for that. Recently on this channel, man, I've been my views have been down, which is it's always hard. It's always hard. But it's hard when the views go down. I don't know why. It just kind of makes you feel bad about yourself, even though it doesn't really matter. And I can't really figure out why. You know, maybe people are bored of the content. I get it. I mean, it's repetitive. But I wish people weren't bored of it. Because I enjoy growing this YouTube channel, man. I really think that we're building a cool community here. But let me check, though. On the last 2 times we made this video, I think we've done it the last 2 Wednesdays. Pretty sure we lost. Let me check. Our video. Full trading session hitting max loss and taking bad trades. So, yeah, we got cooked that day. And then the day before, the time before, we had a video where we did the same thing. And what was that one? How do we do? And then, yeah, and then our other video where we had max losing my full trading day, or max loss. So I've lost the maximum both times. So this time, fortunately, because I follow my trading plan, I can only take 1 trade. So I'll only lose once if I do lose. But we are not on a good streak. But those videos did really, really well when I posted them because I max lost. And people love to see me lose. That's like the only way my channel grows until I start winning. I know people are going to want to see me win. Win. I know people are going to want to see me win in the future. So that's kind of thing. If my channel's not growing right now, what do I got to change? I just got to start winning, man. People want to see me win. So that's cool. We have no real gap yet. We have this order block. Again, man, you can't fight the freight train. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. These are days where I do wish I just had to eval the rip trades on instead of trades on my Express account. But, you know, scare money don't make money. And I don't need to pay for an eval. It's kind of a waste, in my opinion, right now for me. So we're about to open this 5-minute gap. Again, so I'm just trying to give you guys my thoughts, but there's really nothing to think about on this chart today. There's really nothing I care about right now. So we just got to wait, which is all cool. We just got to wait. So, yeah, let's see how we get on. Okay, man, I'm going to keep saying it a lot in this video. Don't try and short this freight train. It's, you know, yes, maybe we put in a CISD right here. But do you really think the CISD is going to matter when you're in this trend? Right? Don't fight this trend. Don't fight the trend. Even if you miss out on a short, you know, maybe you miss out on a short, but really, are you really that concerned? Look at this thing. It's a freight train moving in one direction. It is looking to destroy anyone's path. We're already up almost 0.25%. or almost 1/5% today on market open. We're up 50. We're up 0.5% on the day, right? This thing's ripping. So patience, 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 man. That's the name of the game. Preserving capital. It's not fun. It's not beautiful, but that's how it goes. I think maybe what I could do is just live record every one of my sessions, except for Monday and Friday. Do like a recap, and then kind of just start trying to, and just get the first payout. Maybe do like a road to my first payout series where I just record every single thing I do, which is like this whole trading day. I think that could be cool. I don't know. Maybe just switch up my content a little bit. I think it's getting a little bit stale. But yeah. Have another order block getting put in. And if you're an opportunist, if you trade like this, right, what would the trading style be, right? I think you could just take longs, right? You could just long when this wick came in, boom, go long, try that. Boom, you get a pullback, boom, go long here. And just keep trying longs until longs don't work. I guess that's what we can do on paper and just kind of see how things play out. Just like keep longing. This is paper, right? Let's make sure.
Order filled.
Let's make sure nothing's happening here. Okay, cool, paper. So what would I do? I'd have my stop like underneath this candle. And then I'd be targeting like, what's that, 25 points? Yeah, 25 points. And just keep doing stuff like that. Keep trading the pullbacks. When you break out above new highs, get good candle closures, you can just trail your stop. And let's just try it. Let's just practice it on a paper account. Why we got nothing else to do. But we're kind of cooking today on our TikTok video we posted. It is crazy. It's not harder on there than I thought to grow, but it is kind of like, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? It's not harder on there than I thought to grow, but I have more subscribers on YouTube still than I have on TikTok, and I post a lot on TikTok, so I'm kind of surprised, but it's pretty coll. I've mentioned it before in a video, but that dude Jack Onomics, dude, when I saw how much he made from his code, I'm like, dude, I need to start spamming TikTok, because I think the YouTube audience, you guys are a little bit more disciplined. You guys are a lot more just like good at trading than the TikTok audience. And I think the TikTok audience is where people print from their code, is because it's a bunch of just degens that just gamble. Like Full Port Friday, it's like I think they're serious when they say Full Port Friday. Max allocation Monday. Like, I don't know. These guys are crazy on there. And I think I need to grow my TikTok following on there, because I can just pump my code to a bunch of degenerates. Like you guys, I know you guys are locked in. Anyone that's watching my YouTube is locked in. They're going to make it. They're going to try. You guys are trying your best. If you're watching this video, you're probably someone that's actually going to put in work in trading, because you don't find my channel unless you're in the trenches in trading and you've been like at this and this is something you've committed to. Whereas on TikTok, you might just find a kid that's just a gambler and he hears about a funded account that can make X amount of dollars and he's like, you know what? Let me buy one of those codes. Let me get one of those accounts, dude. So I need to start spamming TikTok, because that's where I could probably make, if I could make like $3,000 a month from just social media, and then just make like $1,000 a month from trading, dude, I'm living life at that point. So that's my goal, and then slowly make more money trading than I do on social media. But, beggars can't be choosers. So let's see if we make another order block here and just continue the slow climb up, dude. This is so painful to watch. It's just, so we get the trailer stop here now to this low. So we shouldn't have a rejection at that high, but, it doesn't really matter because I don't really care. This is paper. It's crazy. It's so crazy to me how, again, that's $100. Again, it's paper, whatever. It's not like real, but, dude, look at that. Look how quickly money can be printed with trading. That's why, if you don't want to lock in on this skill and follow your rules and be disciplined and be able to actually do this, look at that, dude. It's been, a few minutes, 4 minutes, and I'd be up $100. Where else in the entire universe are you gonna make money like this? It's insane. It actually blows my mind, because it's just insane. It's just insane. So if we rebalance and tap that order block and displace higher, I would move my stop to break even. So what I'd actually do here is I would actually, mitigate the loss a little bit if I was trading this legit. And we can use our little parabolic SAR to trail our stop loss. So it shouldn't come back down here. But we are dumping now. So we tag the order block again. And let's just see what this freight train has to offer us. Again, just as quick as you're up $100, now you're down money, right? It's crazy. It's the hard part with trading. So our stop loss now goes here, based on the SAR, these dots right here. And yeah, now we're risking 130, so that's cool. Which means that our 1-to-1 would be like 135. That means we just have to get above the down close candle to be at a 1-to-1. It's pretty cool. But yeah, just managing this trade until I see something I'm going to take for real. I mean, I can't trade this. The ES looks like garbage. I'll show you guys that. I look at it over here at this screen. So I have my monitor right here, and I have my laptop right here, which is what I record on. And right now, the ES is, look at that. That is looking like absolute garbage. I mean, what on earth is this, right? What is this? So, and, low-key, too bad we're not in on our real account, because this thing's probably going to, like, I could, oh, wow, we're actually on our real account, and then, boom, close it for $100. Wow, quick little hundo. Right, but, see if we move our stop. Well, we do technically move our stop to here. So now we're mitigating risk even more, $80 stop loss, if we're just following the parabolic SAR. So we need this order block to get confirmed right here. And we're just slow climbing up to the upside, man. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 order blocks potentially that we're doing. So we need this, man. We need a breakout. It's 9:45 and no sign of anything clean yet. So let's see if we get stopped out here trailing. Probably will. There's really no follow through right now on this level. A little retest of that order block.
Order filled.
There, it's tagged out. See how the thing flipped right here? The indicator flipped. So it would actually be interesting to see if you just short this move. But yeah, obviously we're not taking this. I haven't seen a real trade yet. I'm just waiting for something, right? I need the market to give me something. This is where, again, I might even play just an inversion here. Again, it gets really, really tricky on these types of days because, you're just playing longs. So this 5-minute gap, if we retrace into it, we have this 30-minute, I might wait until I see something textbook where we just build up a lot of liquidity. I want to see some sort of liquidity. I need to see something, right? I can't just go off anything. But it's longs. I'm playing longs. That's it. That's the game plan. So, but this 15-second does look pretty magical right here. Too long. Right? And let's see if this would even make a whole lot of sense. Target 20 points. Right? Scale some off here. Scale one at that, and then let the runners go. Could be the move, right? But I kind of want to see us just build low resistance liquidity. I want to see us do this, right? I want to see ideal world. I want to see this. Boom. Failure high. Lower low. Boom. Maybe even equal high. Boom. And then get down here and then get an inversion and then run, right? That's the ideal situation. Will we get it? Probably not. Maybe the equal highs are here, right? Maybe even just a little sweep there. Boom. Just something like that. Just something like that. I need something A+. If I don't see an A+ setup, I don't take it, right? Trading is very simple. I used to stress myself out a lot about, what do I see, what do I not see? Do I see a trade? I used to stress myself out a lot. Oh my gosh, I need to get in the market. We've been watching the chart for 20 minutes now, and I haven't gotten a trade. But it really isn't that deep, man. It really isn't that deep. You either see something that looks great and you want to take it, or you don't see nothing at all. And right now, I'm not seeing nothing I like. I'm not seeing anything I like. I want to see us get below into this hourly gap. I want to see how we close on that 4 hour. I want to see what happens when the guys start speaking, right? I just, got to be careful. So here we go. We're selling off. I do expect us to continue a little bit lower. And I would like to see, okay, this 5 minutes about to get traded into. I do want to see how we react in this gap again if we break below this. Maybe we can get down lower. Maybe push below these lows, right? Just whatever. I don't, like, that's the thing about trading too, is I don't even know what I'm going to enter off of yet. I need the market to tell me. I need to wait and see and watch the market, and it'll tell you, it will tip its hand to you, right? That's what ICT says. It will tip its hat or hand to you, right? And it will show you what you need to see. Right now, I haven't seen anything I need to see yet. And what can we get here potentially? We could potentially get a 5-minute flip eventually if we get that. So this is good. We're dumping. I'd want to see what happens here in this gap. So we are dumping, right? This is good. This is good to see. Let's trade this inversion as if we were really trading. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it plays out if we don't tag this low. And we do tag that low, so immediately no. Immediately no. But we could just try it and play it down to the 150K practice. We could play it down to the hourly low, but again, this wick tells me it's not going to work. So I'm not going to do it. We have an SMT now at those lows, which is bullish. All right, where do we have the SMT? Right here. We swept some sort of liquidity, which was market open. We have an SMT with the 824 low. But no sign of rejection yet, really. No clear sign, I guess. This is technically first present the gap on NQ. It's kind of ugly, but it's there. So 3-minute gap could open here. 5-minute gap could open. We got a lot to work with, man. Patience, patience, patience. I am worried about Powell, dude. Like, I don't know what to think. Maybe if this day is really boring, I just make this video tomorrow. But I think this is good. I think we got some content here anyways to talk about, or like we're watching, right? We're watching the day print. I will like to see this SMT hold. Little 15-minute SMT. Makes a lot of sense to me. Makes a lot of sense to me. So here we go, man. Let's see if we can get anything going. Let's see. Okay, nothing there. Cool. This account's locked. Cool. Let's just wait. So SMT looks like it wants to get broken, which is all fine and dandy, right? We break below this, the close. The short would be working. But do I want to short this market? Absolutely not, right? So I do like this resweep of this low. This is pretty valid. Yeah, I actually do really like a resweep of that low there. That was really cool to see. Yeah. This thing looks like the freight train can start. Let's see what happens in this fair value gap right here. Really, we have this 2-minute as well. We have a 3-minute that we're forming. If we flip the 3-minute, I think it's a trade I just slap on. I'll scale profits at this high here. And then leave runners. I leave a runner for like another X amount of points, and then leave another runner indefinitely. So I really like this reaction off the bottom. Very, very strong reaction in the macro. This is the trade I would take. And we just step away if we lose, right? If we lose, it's not the end of the world. So I want to see this 2-minute flip on NQ, or ES, I mean, right there. So we are about to get this. The 1-minute would be the aggressive entry. I don't know if I'm trying to take the really aggressive entry. Actually, that looks so strong. That looks so good. So we have this. Let's just mark out our confluences here. So we didn't close that yet. Boom, we have the sweep. We have the resweep. We have the SMT. So again, you guys are seeing it. I'm getting a little nervous here because I feel like I'm about to get a trade. I'm getting a little nervous, but looks good. It looks good. We have this 3-minute gap. I think this would be the entry. That or the 5-minute if we keep the 5-minute open. Hopefully we don't. Actually, doesn't matter. But 5 minutes holding strong. Yeah, this trade looks fantastic. So, if we get it right, that's just the framework behind it. So, the 2-minute, 3-minute, whatever we get first, whatever we flip, I will be taking that. I'll be looking to enter off that. This was the hourly gap that we made the SMT with. And this looks beautiful. This looks beautiful. So let's see how we get on in the macro here. Again, do we have any news coupled with it? We have new home sales. So, who knows? But I expect us to get a bullish rip, hopefully. What I could do is drop size by 1 just because of the news. And yeah, if we get a trade. So it's looking like we have a pretty good stop, right? So maybe I'm going to drop the size in half today just because of Powell speaking. I would scale 1 at this high, and then I would just leave runner, and then day's done. So we're not aiming for $200 a day. We're just aiming for a little bit of drawdown back. So let's see if we get this 2-minute closure. If we cannot, that's fine, because we still have the 3-minute. So yeah, I'm going to take this trade. I'm going to partial at this high and go break even whenever we get the 3-minute close. So the stop will be at this low. And yeah, this is a very nice trade. I like this a lot. Yeah, this is a trade. These are the trades you want. Why? Because this is a trade that I'd be happy to lose on. 5-minute could inverse as well. So we're in the 5-minute gap, so that's why I don't want to see a lot of strength through here. Let's see. Pull back to the EMA. 1 minute. It's flipped. So yeah, let's see. This is the trade. Dropped half size. It's a 1 trade for the day. Let's see if we can close above. So we do. I'm in there. And again, if we lose, we lose. But that's the 1 trade for the day. The stop is really loose, but we're going to adjust it as we go. Limit 1 here. We're going to partial here because that's the high. And then we're going to leave a runner for 50 points. And that's our trade. If ES gets above the high, we will partial first, and then we'll go break even. So it looks like ES is about to come up. Half size again today because of all the news and everything. See if we can get this 5-minute inversion as well. Would be very, very nice to see. Still have some time. Just retesting the fair value gap. It's perfectly fine. This is a fine loss, right? I don't want to lose, right? No one likes losing. But if it does lose, we have everything there. SMT, macro, inversion, clean inversion, trends on our side. So it makes sense to lose on this trade or makes sense to take this loss if we take a loss. Would love to see the 5-minute close above, though, before the news. Getting a lot of rejection here, but that could be fine. Just got to see how this flips. Like to see this become an order block. It's an important close here because it's the 5 minute, so want to see at least close above CE, which it's not going to, but so news is coming out here. Not looking good here. Might just close this thing here, take a small loss, and move on a low probability day. Yeah, really debating closing because of the low prob. If this 2 minute inverse is down, I will close the trade. Okay, inverse, but let's just see if we have anything else. We have a 3 minute here. So let's see the 3 minute. If it closes back below, we'll get out of the trade. Yeah, that's the stipulation now. At this point, we might as well let it ride out, though, because I'd only be saving $60. But that is a lot. See how this 5 minute closes. If we inverse this, I'll be out. This will be the first loss on the one trade a day, so we'll see how good we are, but sticking to our rules. But no need to dig the grave deeper on a day like today. Yeah, so we're getting stopped out here for sure. Wish I was on ES. It's not as far down. Could save myself 67 bucks here if I close it right now. See how we can close here. So we should save ourselves some money here and close this trade, but I'm getting greedy. Oh, we could have saved so much money if we closed it when it popped up. Oh well. I think we're just gonna have to stick to our stop loss because we're gonna be pretty upset if we close it for an $87 loss and then win. And then we're gonna be upset if we we're gonna be upset if we lose regardless, so. We need to follow through here. Save 100 bucks though if we close the trade right now. If it does stop us out, we could have saved 100 bucks, which goes a long way for me. Need to close above this down close, and then we'll be off to the races. We're building low resistance liquidity right now. I don't like that wick at all. I should have cut the trade for 50 buck loss. I'm going to think about it if it gets back to 50 bucks. Probably shouldn't lose $167 on this trade today, but it's looking that way. Yeah. Should have got not got greedy. Yep, here it is. Stop loss. What could we have done to avoid this? We probably could have closed the trade whenever it closed back below.
Order filled.
So we actually lost more there. So I'm gonna have to find the strength to close my account here because we can't just do what we normally do and just keep trading. So we might need to stop making these videos because I've lost every single time. But what did I say? This was a good setup. We're about to get a better one. I'm gonna sit here and trade it live for you guys because I know it's going to happen. It happens every time. This is gonna be the resweep. This is going to be the resweep. I can almost guarantee it. And then we're going to run all these highs at once. But what was this trade? It was good. SMT, 3-minute inversion. I will take this trade again. When should I close the trade? I should have closed it here. I should have never taken the full stop loss. That was never the plan. That was just the loose stop to give it a chance to breathe. Hold through news. Low probability today. Unfortunate to lose on this. Really, it really is because. Yeah, I mean, just a low probability day. I don't need to be getting involved is really the lesson I need to walk away with. Is just we don't need to get involved on this day. And it's disappointing because I want this so bad and I feel like I don't get anywhere. But you know what? We followed our rules, so that's all that you can really ask. One trade, take my setup, and be done. So I can't really be upset about it. But it does suck because I don't make money trading. I just, I'm unprofitable right now. So being unprofitable makes you just want to cry every time you lose because it feels like the end of the world. It really does. It's like, wow, nothing works. I know nothing. I'm terrible. That's like the self-talk that you feel as soon as you lose. Is just, I'm terrible. I'm never going to succeed. Everything. That's how I feel right now. I'll never win. I'll never succeed. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So I genuinely do expect this to be the play right here. I think that this is the play right here. As soon as we close above this, I'd be going long. Because I think there's just no chance we don't go higher after that. I could have closed the trade for a minus $50 loss, but would that have been following my rules? I mean, maybe. I should have closed the trade when we broke back lower. I just was hopeful. I was thinking, you know what, maybe there's a chance. When we rejected here and started going up higher, I was like, you know what, there's maybe a chance that we keep going higher. So I don't mind not closing, but I definitely got a little bit just too hopeful, right? The market doesn't play off hopes. So why was I trying to play off hopes and dreams? It's kind of silly, but yeah. I mean, it makes sense that we're pulling back. Again, like I said, it makes sense. Like, if you're normally trading, you expect us to be pulling back on a day like this. But again, like I said, I'm not going to short this market because it's just not very smart to short this market. What could I also done? Waited for this 5 minute to close. It didn't, so I got just in early. I thought the 3 minute was fine. Probably should have just waited for the 5 minute. Gives you a lot more context. This 5 minute holding, I would have stayed out of this trade. And if anything, you could have taken this 5 minute inversion to the downside here with this nice order block. A really beautiful trade. So a lot of things we could have done better today. We could have taken that, and we would have been up good. We would have had our stop loss probably above that high. Could have even had it here. And then we would have taken profits here and then let a runner go. Maybe even profits there. Who knows, right? But I do believe that this is going to now be the move higher right here. If we get it. Yeah, this is what I would say would be the move higher. A closer back above here. And I would go long. So we're just going to sit here and do it on paper. Please use my code. It helps me out while I'm struggling to trade and make money trading. But yeah, really annoying to have a $170 losing day, but you know, it should have been 167 too, but the fill was pretty crazy. But it is what it is, man. I have to just follow my rules by one trade. If I sit here and try and spam trades and lose 400 or 500, I look back and say, you know, why did I lose 500 this day? Well, because I didn't, you know, I couldn't stay disciplined. I mean, at least we went half size. That's all I can really say. Is at least we went half size. Because of it, just again, it's a very, very low probability day. I don't know how many times I need to emphasize that. We're rejecting the hourly gap now. This is going to be the trade of the day. It's going to work insanely well, and I'm just going to hate myself. So, yeah, let's see this thing play out. What I would do here is I would scale in 2 for the close, and then when we close above, I'd scale in another 2.
Order filled.
So we're in there. Stop at the low. Take profit at the high. And then when we get a closure above, we get another 2 in. So we got a closure on the 15 second. Don't really care. Let's see. Let's get that change in state delivery on the 30 second. And we don't. We got on the 15 second. Rotate to that 30 second gap. Let's see. But again, this is why you don't just sit and keep trading after you lose, because look, I could be offsides on the market today. It could just sell off. So why, you know, not taking the trade on Monday and missing that setup and being hesitant there really bites me in the behind. Because that was a $480 trade on Monday that we would have had. And we didn't take it. So Now we're down on the week. On a week where, we should have taken that trade in a perfect world with confidence, everything, and we would be up big this week still. We'd be still up 200, or no, we'd still be up like $300. And our account would be closer to drawdown, out of drawdown. It's like, so many things just fall into this trading that makes it hard. It's just so specific. There's so many specifics that go into it that just make this very difficult because it's just how it is. It's just trading. But it's unfortunate. Like it sucks. It makes me upset because, I mean, again, like I had that opportunity earlier in the week. We're gonna add 2 on this inversion here, but I had the opportunity on Monday to take the trade and be up really, really good. I didn't do it. That's on me. But if I did make the decision to push the button and take that trade, then I would be up on the week still. And that's
filled.
like, that's annoying. That's frustrating. That's part of trading, right? That's part of trading. That's just how it goes. But it doesn't make it feel any better. It really doesn't. It doesn't make it feel any better because I spotted a trade on Monday that I didn't take. It does not make anything feel better. It just, it still sucks because I didn't take it. I didn't get the trade. But look, man, this is why the rules are in place. In the past, I would have 100% been trying to take more trades today, try and make my money back. I'd probably be in on this on my whatever. And the reason why you can't do that is because if I were to just sit there and take a $500 loss today, I would look back and say, well, I shouldn't have been trading. I shouldn't have taken more trades. None of them were clear. It was blah, blah, low probability. And if you sit there and eat up all your account on a low probability day, yes, I took a loss. Cool. But we still have the count. We still have $700 drawn. We still have opportunities. Don't stress, right? I don't need to stress about this. I don't need to stress about one trade, one day, literally one day. This is literally one day. And past me just gets burnt on one day. I'll just lose everything. And then it's so hard to trade in the future because you're so scared of losing and you need to make so much money back. So again, in this account, this is a miracle job, but we're going to trade this account as long as we can because we have a fresh one ready to go, right? We have this fresh account ready to go for us, up $109, right? We're in a good spot. We won't have to draw this account out of drawdown. So yes, we're going to just keep battling back on this account. We're down 1,000, but who cares? It doesn't matter because I'm just trying to get reps, trying to be more disciplined, be more confident. Should we have lost 160 today? Probably not. We could have probably had our stop loss here. We would have been stopped out. It would look like it's going in our favor, but we would have been fine. We would have lost a lot less. That would have been about 24, 25. That would have been about $50 less loss. We could have also just closed the trade when it pulled back on us. But again, we could have gone higher at this point. So it's not really the worst thing to not take that. Or to, what's it called? It's not the worst. It's not the end of the world, right? To have lost there. So, let's just screenshot this trade. So look, right there. We would have literally just lost another trade if we tried to take another trade. Why? Because we're not looking at the market well. We're offsides. You typically, when you're on the wrong side of the market, you're going to lose. It's just how it goes. I like this trade. SMT, fair value gap, all-time highs, pumping. It makes sense to me, right? But it didn't work. So that's trading. And look, we're just liquidity grabbing and going to inverse and do all these things, right? If we get a closure above here, I think we rip, right? It stays the same. The same idea is there. Go 10. Oh.
Order filled.
Go 5 there, and then we'll add 5 when we get above. Might get a closure above this. We'll add 5 more.
Order filled. Order filled.
So there we go. We got 20 micros on this trade. We're going to sell 10 at this high. We're going to sell 5 at this high, so that's 15. And then we're going to sell 3 at this high. And then we have 2 to work with. So this trade looks good. Again, but if you just keep getting back in, eventually you're just going to keep getting burned. But this looks really good. Really nice wick. Really strong closure. We got the order block confirmed on this time frame here. This looks really solid, right? This looks really solid. So while we watch this trade play out, I just kind of talk about why is it okay to lose? We took a trade that we thought looked good. We lost. What are we going to do? We're going to reflect. Okay, well, I took a long when we were honestly, I don't see any direct wrong problem with this trade. We had the SMT. We had the inversion. The bias was bullish. It's still bullish. Maybe because it's just a low probability day, news, everything, whatever. But I'm not going to sit here and say this was a horrible trade or a dumb trade. It's not the best trade ever, but it was a good trade. It wasn't breaking my rules, and we held the trade. So it's just a losing day. We've seen that trades work. Monday, we would have printed if we took the trade. Yesterday, I didn't see a trade. Cool. Friday, we took a winning trade. It's just about stacking the winners, not doing dumb stuff, not revenge trading. I could have sit here and try and revenge trade all day, and it just might not work. Like this trade right here that looks good. It just might not work. It might come back down, stop at one more time, and then run. Or maybe never runs. Maybe just chops all day. I don't know. That's trading, right? There is no guarantee. There is no whatever. So just limit the bad days, which I did today, and come back and do good on the good days, right? And that's all it will take. But it's hard in the moment because right now, all I want to do is have made back my loss. All I want to do is not trade today. All I want to do is taking a winner today. That's all I care about is just winning, all that stuff. I would wish I just made it all back. And again, look, this trade might not work because it's just low probability today. It's just low probability. Look at this price. Do you really think you're trying to get involved in this price action? Heck no. So this is good to see. This is a good reminder that, look, if I revenge traded, it would have just blown up in my face. But again, what's the point I'm trying to make? Just limit the day. Like, I took a loss today. I don't need to make it back. Why? Because there's going to be another trade tomorrow. There's always going to be another trade. And eventually that trade's going to win. And when that trade wins, it covers your losses and some, right? And that's what trading is. That's how you get out of drawdown. And it's not a home run every day. You got to remember that To make 5 grand a month trading, which should be just a base, like it should be a goal. Well, the goal should just be make 1,000 at one time. But if you can make 1,000 on one account, you can make 5,000 across all of them. So if we do the math, right? If you're trying to make 5 grand in a month, that's what you want. You do it across 5 accounts. And heck, you do it across 10 accounts, and it's really easy. So let's do it across 10 accounts first. Or let's do it across 5 accounts because Top Step has 5 accounts. Cool. $1,000 in an account. Is that really that unattainable? Divided by, if we divide it by $8 a point or $2 a point, $8 a point. If I'm trading my size 8 micros, let's just say you're trading 2 micros each trade, or dude. Okay, I'm all over the place. Let's just say you trade 1 micro. You need to make 500 points on the month. That's kind of a lot. So times that by 2. Let's do at least 2 micros. Divided by 4 micros. Boom. You just need to make 250 points across the month. 250. What else? You have 4 trading weeks. That means you need to make about 62 points in a week. You have 5 trading days in a trading week. You need to make 12 points a week. Let's do it with the size I'm using. $1,000 you need to make across 5 accounts. Divide that by $8 a point. 125 points in the entire month. That's all you have to net. You have 4 weeks. 31 points a week. What does 31 points a week look like? That looks like one day you catch a 60-point trade. The next day you lose. The next day you lose 40 points. The next day you win 25 points. The next day you lose 30. And then the last day you win 40. Right? What does that look like? 55 points. And you had 2 losing days. Right? It's so easy. Like, again, I'm doing just random math here, but $1,000 is not hard to make. It's not hard to make. You divide that by 4, you need $250 a week. That's all. You need $250 per week to make 5 grand a month. And you're doing it at that point. 5 grand a month is all you need to live. Maybe not support a big family, maybe not have the nicest house, car, whatever, but that's 5 grand you're making money trading. $250 a week. Shoot. I made 250 last week. We made more than that. 357 minus 172. 357 minus 172. We're up $185 because of the last 2 trades, right? Since following our rules. We've been following our rules since then, right? Let's not look at this week. Let's not look at this week. We weren't following our rules here. Look, 9 trades. What happened there? We took a loss, and we kept going, and gave it all back. What happened here? Took a loss and gave more back, right? Look, cut the losses smaller, keep the winners bigger. That's the game plan. Look at this week. 3 trades, 4 trades, 3 trades. Look at these days. 1 trade. This is 1 trade. This is 1 trade. $400 a week. It's just about stacking this, eliminating this. That's all it is. It's all it is, man. Look at these random wicks that are coming in. They're not massive wicks, but they're big enough because this is just volatility from news. The guy's speaking, man. He's doing his thing. So let's let this trade play out to either first take profit or not, and then we're done with this video, man. But I appreciate you guys. So again, like I said, I just keep reemphasizing this because again, I'm feeling very frustrated with losing. It's very frustrating. But letting that frustration impact your week, impact this day and make it worse and worse and worse, that's how you stay unprofitable for life. Why? Like again, what did I say? What did I say I need to do? I need to follow my rules to a T. We did. Why did we drop half size today? Because Powell was speaking. Powell's speaking right now. So why did I drop? Why did I drop my size? Right? Is he still speaking? I don't know. I don't really know how to figure this stuff out. But the point being is, I knew it was lower probability today. That's why I dropped size in half. If I traded a day, FOMC day, I can drop size in half. Like, dropping size in half is fine. It's actually encouraged, I would say. So I drop size in half. I take my trade. We had an SMT at the low. We have a 3-minute fair value gap. It gets inverse. I'm taking that trade. Cool. It lost. A lot of times this works. You know? Could I have avoided taking the trade? Why? The 5-minute didn't close. So we can learn. That's the whole point. This is what I've been preaching from the start is follow your rules so you can learn what to improve. What can we improve on? Don't get impatient. Wait for the 5-minute to close. Right? The 5-minute didn't close. I wouldn't be in the trade. I wouldn't have lost. So don't be impatient. That's rule number one, lesson number one. And that's fine. Learning these lessons is part of trading. It's part of the process, part of following the rules. Because if you follow your rules, you're not going to be all emotional all the time because you know you're going to follow your rules. You know you're going to look for good setups. You're not going to rush things because you're following your plan, right? So then you can learn from things and you can see, okay, what's working, what's not working. What didn't work today? The 5-minute didn't close. That was what made this trade not very good. Lower probability today, right? You can learn from these things and gain experience. So then when the trades do work, they work well because you're holding your trade, you're confident, you're in good entries, you're going to be fine. Market's so choppy, I'm not going to sit here and record the rest of this, or keep recording this trade. Moral of the story is, we followed our plan. We didn't freak out after losing. We'll be fine. It's just a loss. We're 0-3 doing these live trades, which, I mean, I don't know, man. This is crazy. I can't wait till we take a win. But yeah, I don't want to sit here and just record this chop. It is what it is, man. That's life. That's trading. And look, what are the days that you lose when the market's really choppy? These are the days you lose. The days that you win, the market moves really efficiently. So I didn't win today. That's fine. We come back and we do better, right? That's all it is. We learn, we improve, we try and do better. But what do I have to do? I have to instill trust. I'm going to follow my plan all the time, every time, and that I'm not going to do anything dumb. So what do we do today? We didn't do anything dumb. Maybe the stop loss was just a little bit too hopeful, right? You know, a little bit too hopeful. We could have lost less. We could have maybe avoided the trade. It is what it is. I didn't do anything. This is what I'm happy about. I didn't choose to do anything wrong. I took a trade that I can look back on and learn from and say, you know what, maybe this wasn't the best because of X, Y, and Z. But I didn't choose to do anything wrong. There was nothing impulsive about my trade. There was nothing greedy about my trade. There was nothing over leveraged. There was nothing wrong with the trade in that sense. I can learn from it. It wasn't the best trade. I can look back and say it wasn't the best trade. But in the moment, I didn't take it out of FOMO, out of greed, out of whatever, out of anything with bad intentions, and I didn't do anything dumb after. I locked my account right away. As much as I had this desire to keep trading all day, I just know that doesn't work anymore. It never worked. It never worked. I'm not going to do it, and I didn't do it, so I'm happy with that. So I'm happy with the day. I don't care if people clown me in the comments because I took a bad trade. That's life. Everyone that is unprofitable, if they have good psychology, is because they take bad trades. So when I get my psychology down, which I'm doing, then you guys can clown me all you want for taking bad trades, but I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get better. I'm still trying to define my edge and get better at it. That's all trading is. So I'm happy with the day. I think it was a good day. Cool. We move, we learn, we get better. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please subscribe. Think about subscribing. Use my code, AlphaFutures Apex. Helps your boy out. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.